People didn't take me seriously as a woman farmer. It's, oh, so your husband farms. No, actually he doesn't. You know, this farm come through my mama's side of the family, and we're women farmers. So I'm the 9th generation of now an 11 generation family farm. And I grew up with my granddaddy. His name was Juli, and he was my best buddy. And I'd ride around with him, and he was my hero. And I told him, I said, Granny, I'm gonna grow up and be just like you. I'm gonna be a farmer. But he always wanted me to go to school and go to college and have something to fall back on other than just farming. I got a degree in molecular biology, and after I graduated, I went to work for ECU School of Medicine doing research on whooping cough. And I did that for not quite a year. I enjoyed the research part, but I was stuck in a building all day, and the windows were up high, and you couldn't look out of the lab and see anything. And so I told my mom and dad, I said, I can't spend the next 25 or 30 years in this building. I said, I'm coming back to the farm. I said, we're gonna figure out what to do. And my dad's like, well, I know how to raise chicken. I raised chicken under contract. I raised 90-some thousand chickens every 7 weeks. I'm like, well, that's great, but what are you gonna do with all that chicken? We gotta develop a market. And so there was this struggle of trying to get him to change the way he knew to raise chickens and his way of thinking. I'm sort of this bridge between the old ways of, rotational, multi-species grazing, really caring about animal husbandry, the kind of lives that the animals live, not using chemicals and hormones and antibiotics. So it's what farming is, with no government subsidies, no government handouts, and depending on the consumer to hear about what they feed their family. In February this year, we were finally able to open our butcher shop and restaurant. And push that every sale. Every sale, try to get them to get that, and tell them about the stuff in the grab and go. It's been more difficult right here in Greene County to sell to folks because cost is an issue. But when you get somebody in and you feed them and they taste the quality of it, they go, oh my gosh, there really is this difference. And that reminds me of the beef that I had when I was a little kid, that my granddaddy raised. But we have to, charge what the real cost of food is. In high school, I was in the FFA and actually ran for president my senior year and won, but I didn't get to become president. I was really mad about it, and I knew that they didn't want me to be president because I'd have been the first woman president of the FFA in the county. I knew it was very prejudiced, but I shut my mouth. Looking back now, I'm bolder. I would have probably raised a little sand today. But it made me more determined to prevail as a woman farmer and to show other women that they can do that. And she's bred probably a couple months, 2 or 3 months along right now, I can tell. I'm proud of my accomplishments and that I've kept my granddaddy's dream alive.